morning. I am Dr. T. Mohanapriya. Now we are going to discuss about virtual base class in C++. So virtual base class is used to solve the issue raised during multiple inheritance. We know what is inheritance. Inheritance is nothing but sharing the properties from one class to another class. Main objective of inheritance is code reusability, and also it reduces the redundant codes. The objective of one more objective is to reduce the redundant code. So that is inheritance. According to the connections or according to the sharing of properties from one class to another class, inheritance is classified into 5 types. Single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance. So during multiple inheritance, some occurrence has been occurred when the derived class is accessing the properties to the base class in several ways. So when the properties is accessed in several ways, the compiler will get confused in which way to be chosen. So that will be solved using the virtual base class. For time consuming, I have already written the coding here. So in this C++ program, I have created 4 classes. One is class A, other one is class B, next one is class C, and final class D. And here B and C is connected with A class. The properties of A will be shared to B and C. There are a direct derived class of A. B and C are the direct derived class A. And one more class I have created, that is D class. D is connected with the B class and C class. So the properties of B and C can be accessed by the D class. In D class I have written only one member function, so which calls all the properties of A, B and C. So that is, I got input for A, B, C in printf function, and after getting input I just display that output. Okay. So here I have created only one base class, which is a parent class A class, and the derived class B and C, and last derived class is D. D can access the properties of B, C. Through B, C it can have the access the properties of A. So all the properties can be accessed by D. So D can access the properties of A through B and also through C. So the property A can be accessed to D in 2 ways, through B, another one is through C. So when the property is accessed in several ways, automatically the compiler will produce any error about confusing which way to be chosen. So just I will compile the program. So when I am compiling the program, it shows an error, that is A is ambiguous, because the A can be accessed by D in 2 ways. One is through B, another one is through C. So that is the issue is caused during multiple inheritance. So that will be resolved using by the virtual base class. So we can change this normal A is a normal base class can be changed as a virtual base class by adding the keyword virtual. So if you are adding the keyword virtual, that A class will be changed as virtual class. So just adding the keyword virtual in front of inheriting the A class. Now the A class will be considered as virtual class. That means only one copy of the A class property will be given to the D. So the error will be automatically rectified, will be ignored, compiler will be ignored when the same property is accessed in multiple ways. Now we will compile the program again. Yeah, now we get output. So cursor is waiting to give input for A and B and C. After giving input, I am just printing the outputs, that is A value, B value and C value. So this is the main objective of virtual base class. So virtual base class is used to avoid the issues raised during the multiple inheritance. So that is about virtual base class. Thank you.